going on, everybody? It's your boy Pitts, Pitt Sports Zone, Bowie TV, coming to you live. Listen, it's going down all things HBCUs. And who else better to start it off with them Bowie State Bulldogs? We coming to you, Bowie State Bulldogs, total access. We got the Morgan State Bears. Listen, all HBCUs information, all HBCU news, sporting events, updates. You get it live here with Pitt Sports Zone, Bowie TV, Comcast Channel 77, Verizon Channel 11 is going down. Don't you miss a beat. Listen, it's only the beginning because it's early still. And it's we're gonna be here all day. All day. What's going on, everybody, man? Y'all know what it is. I'm your host. I'm Pitt Sports Zone. Pitts and Push Sports Talk Radio, Bowie TV, coming to you live yet again. Today, we are blessed to have Chris Calhoun, linebacker at Elizabeth City State University. How you doing today, man?
Good, man. I'm blessed.
Thank you. Appreciate you, man, for taking this time out, to sit down, talk with me, join me, and be able to tell, share your story, your excitement, your journey, and the path forward.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
So let's go ahead and start you off with a couple of icebreakers. So first off, what's your favorite food?
Man, well, right now probably I love me some fried chicken, mac and cheese, like regular soul food. But being in California too, I gotta go with Mexican food as well. So it's kind of those two. I'm between those two right now.
I listen. You get the best of it all.
Exactly.
All right, so two, what is your favorite vacation or a dream destination?
Ooh, man. I probably got two right now. I probably got Greece, just like, man, so some of the views out there and like the water and the food, it looks beautiful out there. So probably there. And then one that I've been to, in Cancun, Mexico. It's so much fun there, and the beach is beautiful. The food's great. The vibes is everything. So
yeah,
probably those two right there.
Yeah, I'm definitely with you on Mexico. There's this. I would shout this place out, but I don't want to get them too much notoriety until they come into the sponsorship. But nah, definitely, man. Mexico is definitely a lovely place to visit. Couple resorts, adult-only resorts. That's really it got some dope views, plethora of food options, you name it. So. I got you on there. I got you. All right. So, last icebreaker. What is your favorite NFL team?
Yeah. So it was San Diego Chargers when it was San Diego. I still root for them. I still watch them play, but now I mostly watch some of my homeboys that are playing in the league right now. I'm more watch them than kind of stay with the Chargers. But if I had to pick one, it'd be the Chargers for sure.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Calhoun, Elizabeth City State University linebacker. Chris, man, congratulations on such an amazing accomplishment with your HBCU Legacy Bowl invite. It stands the test of all of the things that you were able to accomplish throughout your journey as a student athlete in the HBCU realm. Listen, if you can give me one of your most memorable games or moments from this year, what would it be?
I know this one's gonna hurt you, but when we came to Bowie on homecoming, man.
I had a feeling you was gonna say that.
It's really two, but I think the most memorable. I got to be going to Bowie on homecoming and beating them on homecoming, man. I mean, we started off the game like slow, like it was.
It was 21-7.
Yeah, it was tough, and then our starting quarterback going out, and everything. I mean, I honestly after the third quarter, I thought the game was over. Like in my head, of course I didn't voice that, but in my head I was like, I was kind of, rocky about the game, and then we just, our defense has really stepped it up, and our offense just came together, and we won. So I have to be at the team that one. And then personally, when we played Virginia Union, I led the team in tackles that week. And then obviously going against the running back in Virginia Union, he's a hell of an athlete, hell of a running back.
Yeah.
Just in his balling out that game, probably those two for sure.
Dang, you definitely cut me deep. Nah, that's all love. But listen, man, marks got to be made. Whether it's against a team I love or if it's a team I don't like. At the end of the day, your journey and your path is paved by the success and the measures that you take. So kudos to you and for your accolades that you were able to garner and the excitement and the fact that HBCU Legacy Bowl sought you out,
Yeah.
to be a part of such an amazing opportunity. So to kick it off, I'm gonna give you. We got 7 categories, seven questions. I say categories, but it's really 7 questions. And first one is the selection experience. How did it feel when you first found out you were being selected to participate in the HBCU Legacy Bowl?
Yeah. Well, first, it was a goal of mine, coming in my senior year to get selected to this bowl. And I knew if I just play my game and just kept God close and just do what I do, I know I'll be selected. So when I did get the message from Mr. Dennis Allen, man, I was a little bit shocked, but I was just happy and like all my hard work came to fruition and just being able to showcase my talents in the school, and to show the athletes that Elizabeth City State has, and just to be able to play with other great athletes. I'm just excited, and I can't wait for the future.
Absolutely. If
Yeah.
you can, man, talk about your journey and background. Can you share a bit about your journey to college football and what motivated you to pursue that path?
Man, so I probably got the craziest, like one of the most, if not craziest story right now. So beginning, I'm an older dude. I'm what they call an unk. I was 24 during the season. I'm 25.
Okay.
I just turned 20. Yeah, it's September 28th. But high school, I was heavily recruited with. I'm from California too.
Okay.
So that was also a big difference coming from California to Elizabeth City, North
Yeah.
Carolina. I don't know if you've been in Elizabeth City, but it's a big change. So go.
No, I came down there 3 years ago when Bowie traveled to Elizabeth City.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, you see, it's a big difference coming from the West Coast to the East Coast or to the South. But
Yeah.
first, I was getting recruited heavily. High school, I had a good season, all conference, heavily recruited. But I wasn't, I wasn't a school guy. So I ended up, I was supposed to go to Washington State, didn't get into school, so I had to go junior college.
Okay.
Went junior college 2 years. Was an All-American, all conference. Had a lot of looks. And then COVID happened. So I graduated during COVID. So then COVID happened, and this is 2020. And then no D1s. I was getting heavily recruited, like Texas State, UCLA, Weber State, Utah, all them West Coast schools.
Yeah.
That had happened, and then 2021, Benedict actually had called me, and they took me in. So I went in the spring of 2021 to Benedict.
Okay.
Ended up getting homesick. I wasn't able to take a visit or none, so I came home, and it signed with New Mexico, University of New Mexico Highlands. So I signed there, played there, and then my head coach, all the coaching stuff left, and this is 2022. So I took the year of 2021 off, and then I played 2022 spring and fall.
Okay.
Played there, had a good season, had an okay season. Hit the portal because both my coaches left, and then I had took a year off because no one was recruiting me, and I was kind of this, I was really working at the house. I had my son too, so that that was a blessing, and that was he kind of gave me that fire, to keep going. And I was talking to my family about it. They're like, we still think you got it. We still think you can go play. So I waited 1 more year. I was like, I'm gonna give it 1 more year. And then Coach Jones called me from Elizabeth City. He was going from Shaw to Elizabeth City, so they're bringing in a lot of guys, So
Yeah.
I sent over him my film, and then they took a chance on me, and then now I'm here. So it's my football journey. It's been crazy, but everything happens for a reason, and it's a blessing to be now in the position that I am. So.
Absolutely, man. Especially, regardless of how you got here, you got here.
Exactly.
But along the journey, it's it's always going to have those bumps and curves in the road, and
Yeah.
for your journey, to one, as you said, going from the West Coast, to North Carolina is definitely a different change,
Yeah.
especially in climate alone.
Mhm.
But then you go JUCO, COVID happened, and you go to New Mexico, everything lined up perfectly. So the fact that like Eminem said, one shot, right? All we ever need is an opportunity. And the
Exactly.
fact that, you were able to get that opportunity with Elizabeth City State says a lot. Not only because regardless of the gaps that was taken, whether it was COVID or for whatever reason it was, the fact that you were still able to, stay mentally sharp and physically fit enough to, when that call came, you were able to answer the call.
Yep.
And, when it comes to children, I know exactly what you mean when you say, when your son gave you that, that motivation to keep going. Sometimes, all we need is a spark. And
Yeah.
oftentimes we don't know where it's going to come from, but, from having my own son, just knowing that when I had him, the first thing I could only think about, when I had him was like, okay, now I got to get my life really straight, because now I'm not just really living for me. I now really have somebody, whom I got to direct in the right way. So he humbled me,
Yeah. Exactly.
So kudos to you for even being able to, one, receive it, and not just receive, that, but then also to be humble and walk the path you walked, and then to seize the moments and the opportunity that you was given.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I was just so grateful, for the opportunities, just to take me and go that far and take that jump and take that leap. But I always knew, I always trusted in my ability. I always
Yeah,
knew that I could play, and I just knew that if I, once I get the opportunity, I'm gonna make the most of it, and now I'm here, so it's definitely been a blessing.
absolutely. So again, man, you deserve it. All the work you put in for it. Shout out to Chanel Media. Listen, the baddest DJ. Listen, you need some tunes. Chanel gets you right. Another one of my I went to Bowie State with her as well, but she's been making her way up when it comes to the DJs. Been on Caribbean Royal Cruises, DJ, like she big time now. I'm surprised she watching little old me. Not to mention she's an Eagle fan, and she irritates me with that. But that's neither here nor there. Uh, when we talk about the HBCU experience, right? How has being a part of an HBCU shaped your football career and your personal growth?
Oh man, well, just being around like black excellence, like out here is a little different. So like just being around black professors and black, just everybody, just I feel like that helped me just grow as a person and just really wanted to just to see the world and just appreciate everything. And it maybe it's getting too more with the culture too. Like seeing from the line dances to the music to the even to the food, like everything, like like I said, it's different out here in the West Coast. So coming out there, it's just it was like an eye opening experience, But I had a great time. Like everybody was so welcoming, everybody was so happy for me to be there. So I mean, it shaped me now for sure. Like just to be, like I said, more into the culture and everything. So it's been a good time out there.
I know you didn't get the opportunity to experience Benedict, but just from your experiences alone, if you can sum up what HBCU would mean to you in one word, what would it be?
Man, family. Like I felt like it was such like a family. Like everybody's just so like closer than it was when I was at New Mexico. Um, just like I said, just being in tune with the culture and like just everything. Like in school, just more pride in the school too. I noticed that it's a lot more pride in the schools, and it's a family vibe. Really, like it was like a family, and I had a great time. But both schools, both I felt it for both from Benedict and from Elizabeth City. So yeah, I'd say that.
Awesome. Goal and intentions. What are your main goals for HBCU Legacy Bowl, and how do you plan? to stand out?
Yeah, so well, shoot, the man goes to play on Sundays. I mean, that's ultimately why I came, this far. And then really to go out there and show my talent, show why the NFL GM should take a chance on me. Whether it's drafted, undrafted, rookie minicamp, anything. I'll be grateful for anything. So really, just, like I said, show my talents on the field and off the field, like with media and just talking X and O's. With the coaching staff and scouts and everything. So really, that's this is open eyes and to put my name out there. Really.
NFL combat and HBCU legacy preparation. Here's the opportunity that, when we was little kids, we playing free for all, we throwing the ball in it, we just playing tackle on concrete. Mom don't know why, parents going crazy, too many hospital visits. As a kid watching football, these are the moments that you live for, that you play for, and you get an opportunity to where you actually get to showcase your talents in front of all NFL 32 scouts and coaches.
Mm-hmm.
How are you preparing for that aspect and the combat aspect, and what specific skills and attributes are you hoping to showcase?
Yeah, so I was talking with my agent, and he's told me the 40. The 40 is a big one. So I start January 1st training. Like I don't know where yet though. We still got time to discuss it, but I'm gonna be training for the 40, and then obviously like the vert, the bench and everything. But he's explaining to me that the 40 time is probably one of the most important in terms of turning eyes and have someone want to give me that opportunity. But yeah, like just get more just watching film. I love watching linebackers from the past, like guys like Luke Kuechly, guys like Bobby Wagner still playing. Mm-hmm. I love watching their film. Fred Warner, guys like that. So I mean, just watching film and just maximize my my opportunity to whenever I do get in front of the scouts and GMs, just to just kill it. Speed kills too. The game has changed to where now.
Yeah.
Guys, linebackers want a 4.5, and that's normal. 4.5 is normal. So I mean,
right.
I mean, I think that's probably the number one thing I'm gonna focus on is that 40 time for sure.
He named some killers. He said Luke Kuechly, the Fred Warners. I thought he was about to start naming the Brian Urlachers, like the headbangers. Let's advice and inspiration. What advice would you give to a younger athlete who aspires to follow in your similar footsteps?
Man, just to believe in yourself, man, because anyone gonna believe you more than yourself. So, man, because it's been times where I'm like, because when I first got there, I know I wasn't starting like in the spring ball. So I just, like I said, I just trusted in myself. I always knew that I was good enough to play. I knew good enough to play on Sundays, and just, I mean, you always gotta trust in yourself because to do next, you're not gonna trust. Don't trust you more than you trust himself. So, just trust in yourself and work hard. You got to, off season, work hard and just, trust in your abilities. That's what I would say.
And lastly, future aspirations beyond the NFL. What are your long-term aspirations both on and off the field?
Well, first of all, I'm obviously, to get closer with God and to be a godly man. That's number one for sure. Number two, to be able to take care of my family, it's expensive out here. So, just, being able to take care of them and take care of myself and I want to coach too after football. Definitely want to coach. Okay. Whether it's high school, college, for sure, being in the coaching world. I want to get into some real estate. It's kind of being like in all aspects of, of life, kind of like that. But other than playing on Sundays, for sure, like I said, just be coaching and, get in the real estate world and just be a man of God, really take care of family.
Well, Chris, man, I wish you nothing but the best. I look forward to meeting you personally down in New Orleans. I would definitely be there doing photography and doing interviews, the whole nine. So I would definitely love to recap, just the preparation and, your excitement and your jitters now that you're there in the moment, too high, too low, and really just give the viewers and listeners a more personal a personal lane to you. So, one thing when it comes to HBCUs, we're so used to being judged by a misconception of what other people think, other than the ones who are actually in the room, who've been there, who's gone, who's seen it, firsthand, and not from a secondhand, unreliable source. So again, man, congratulations for all the work that you've put in. The moment is here. Seize it, enjoy it, but more importantly, man, have fun. And like you said, God and all, when it's his will, nothing can stand in the way. Write it down, make it plain, and speak it into existence like you've been doing. And just keep your head down and keep working.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate the time, appreciate the interview, everything, man. So
Not a problem, man. Listen, it's going down. Listen, HBCU athletics, this is where it's at. Unlimited, unfiltered. I'm your host, Pitts Sports Zone, Bowie TV. Listen, tomorrow at 5 p.m., I'll be bringing another invite for HBCU Legacy Bowl. Sadly, my man Chris Denardi called us out from our homecoming loss. It'll be one of the Bowie State Bulldogs, defensive end Jamal Jones. But listen, all that aside, these young men has worked hard to get to where they are. They now have an opportunity to really put their names and their attributes in front of the NFL's coaches and scouts and GMs alike. So I salute you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, man. Shout out to Cali for tuning in with me.
sir.
I got the Pacific State time.
Yeah.
So thank you, man. I'll see you in New Orleans.
Yes, sir, man. I'm excited. See you soon.
Enjoy the rest of y'all evening.
Yes, sir, you too.
I thought, sorry.